Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can convert the guest user into the internal user as a member, right? And that member can be logged into the any of the applications that we have. For example, we could be providing access to specific to service, be it Teams, SharePoint, or any specific license or any other business applications, right? And when it comes to the onboarding external user as a member or as an internal employee of the organization, then there is a process for us to do that, right? So if we have a single user, definitely we can do that manually. But when it comes to convert the multiple users in bulk, maybe more than one or more than five or 10, or which becomes really uh, a task which is not manageable easily to perform. And when we wanted to perform such actions, we would be using either PowerShell or either Graph APIs or any other such ways, right? So for now, I'm going to show you how we can convert that from external guest user to the internal member. And that's the manual step. And I'm going to show you for one of the user account only. And definitely there is a separate video that I'm going to work and show you on for multiple users conversion using PowerShell, right? And that would be another way for us to do that in bulk instead of doing it in one by one, right? Definitely people would not like to perform such activity for the bulk activities or bulk records when we wanted to perform those kind of actions, right? And that's going to be cumbersome when we wanted to perform for number of users in one go. So it's better to run script and let it execute and let it complete the task instead of doing all those accounts one by one, right? So let's go ahead and I'll show you how we can do that from the manual method or manual way from Entra ID portal, right? And that is going to be pretty easy for us to do that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll simply share my screen here. Perfect. Let me open it up here and share. All right, so I'm on the Entra portal. You can see that, and I'm going to show you from the beginning. So from Entra portal, go to all users, and then from here, let's click on this page or search that respective user, whichever you wanted to convert. So basically, this is going to be the task for all those user accounts. Those are the guest one, right? So I have few guest accounts and I can filter it out in order to find out which one it is. Let's say which user type is equal to guest, then apply. So that means it is going to simply filter it out and show me all the guest users in the tenant. So for now, I'm going to convert it for this Yahoo email account, right? So this is the guest account that I have added before. And it is pretty straightforward and easy to convert, right? So once you are on this page here, you can scroll down a bit and there's option for us, which is B2B collaboration. Current user is external, and when we wanted to convert it, then we have option here, which is convert to internal users. So once we can click here and it is going to simply open up this small pop-up saying that uh, new user principal name and then list of domains. So for now, I have list of domains added here, including on Microsoft.com, then custom domains and Microsoft domain, basically, right? So we can use any of those domains if we wanted to as our needs. If not, then we can simply use the custom domain. So for now, I have added this domain as a custom and primary domain, right? And that is why it is automatically picking up. But if I wanted to use any other domain, I can use that. So for example, I can simply give it a name and select that respective domain, and I would be able to create one. If not, then I can simply go ahead and maybe I wanted to change the domain. So I can change the domain and then it should be good. Also, we have option to auto generate a password if in case we wanted to use that password. If not, then we can create our own password, and that password can be used for uh, account login and authentication. Also, we can put or change email address if in case we wanted to change, right? So that way we would be able to change something. Maybe let's say PS code @ days.tech, right? So this is what I wanted an email to be created. So I'll simply do it here by selecting this change email address and then give it an email address. So it is going to change this email address this way, and it is going to simply be changing that one. So that is not mandatory, or that is not something we need. But definitely, if in case we wanted to do that, we can do this way, and it is going to simply convert it, right? So for now, I have selected auto generate the password and change the email address. Plus, I have put an email address or the user principal name and then custom domain. So once we are ready here, we can simply click on convert button here, and it is going to start that process. So this has completed the process, and we can simply go back or refresh this, and you can see that it has changed the email address, right? Even you can see user principal name for this account, and it is correctly set up. So now here again, we see the option convert to external user, right? So now as soon as this is the user which becomes the internal user, we can, let me copy it out and let's go back one step and let's refresh. So once we refresh it, now that account is no longer a guest user, right? So that has become our internal user. So once we search it, it should show up here, and I think it is just taking a time, and we can just search it back here. Perfect. Here you can see it has become a member, and then you can see the user principal name and display name and all other details, right? So this way we can manage that account, and then you can see all other details, including group membership, applications, assigned roles, licenses, and everything. Also, if in case we wanted to convert it back, so here's the option convert to external user, and we can put that email address back and message and send the invite. So once that invite is sent, then user would be accepting the invitation, and then once invitation is accepted, then it is going to simply be converted to that guest account. Now, this is something where we have an option to convert the user from member to external and external to member, right? So now let's go ahead and I'll select another user, which is a separate or which is not converted at all. Let's say I wanted to convert this user. So now this is the internal user, and I wanted to convert it to external. So let's say click on this, and here's the email address. But in order to convert that, either I need to put an external email address so that it is going to be considered as external domain, right? If I'm going to put an address, maybe I can simply put here as hotmail.com and then give it a message, something like that. Right, so this is our test. This is the message that we wanted to send, and this is the email address, right? And once I send an invite, so this invite is going to be sent out to this email address, right? And then that account has to accept that invitation and then go through the invitation process once the process is completed, once the invitation is redeemed, then that account becomes external user of this tenant, right? So once that process is completed, the user is successfully logged in and is accessing the respective resources that we have provided during this process. And then it is going to be the external user for us, right? So yeah, this way we can go ahead and convert internal and external users, convert external to internal and internal to external, right? So this way it is going to help us. So definitely this is going to be, or this process is pretty straightforward from Entra ID. And if you wanted to do it for a single or one of the users, then we can do this way. But if we have multiple users where we wanted to execute a script in bulk, right, then definitely we should have that script ready. And I'm going to do that in next video and show you how we can do that in bulk user accounts, right? So yeah, that is all for this video. Hope you like it. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Also watch other videos around Microsoft 365, Azure, FinOps, and Entra ID, right? And yeah, hope you learn something new. And please do share this video within your friends and colleagues and whoever needs to see and watch. And yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.